Hello everyone, this is Vanessa Asuma and welcome to my end of semester statistics project presentation on the research question. Is the present living conditions of Gambians influenced by the economic conditions of their country? This is the outline for my presentation today. The living conditions of individuals within a society are intricately linked to the economic conditions prevailing in their country. This research aims to explore the relationship between the economic conditions of Gambia and the living conditions experienced by its citizens. This research topic is personally of interest due to its potential to bring attention to some of the problems of Gambia and contribute to improving their living conditions. Some policymakers and other organizations may help in formulating targeted strategies and intervention to address identified challenges from these research results. To keep things in perspective, it is logical to bring to fore some literature reviews that have been done on studies of a similar kind. For instance, Brand studies assert that a stable economy provides citizens with a means to attain basic requirements such as a decent healthcare and infrastructure. Also, Singh study argues that economic conditions of a country have a negative impact on the human well-being. So the research questions were developed from some associations. That is the perceived current economic conditions of the country associated with their respective political affiliation? Is there an association between the present living conditions of Gambia and then the economic conditions of Gambia? So the method used. The Afrobarometer data set was subsetted for only Gambian respondents with a sample size of 2,400. Also, the sampling method used are classified, stratified, and multi-stage. With the measures, the, the variable economic conditions and present living conditions are measured using the response categories of bad, neither good nor bad, fairly good, and very good, which was collapsed into the categories indifferent, adequately good, very bad, and fairly bad. Also, the variable political party is measured with the response categories of yes, feels close to a political party, and no, does not feel close to a political party, which was collapsed into yes or no. From the bivariate graph, we can see the distribution of the present living conditions by the present economic conditions of Gambia. At the inferential test, the research question has an explanatory variable of economic conditions and a response variable of the present living conditions of citizens. Because the explanatory variable and response variable are all categorical, I use the chi-squared test for independence for my analysis. The null hypothesis is there is no association between the present living conditions and the economic conditions of Gambia. The alternative hypothesis is there is an association between the present living conditions and the economic conditions of Gambia. So from the results, we have a chi-squared test statistics of 331.55 with a 9 degrees of freedom and a p-value of 2.2 times 10 raised to the power negative 16 at a significance level of 0.05. From the results, we can see that the p-value is less than the significance level. Hence, we reject the null hypothesis. The results provides a strong evidence to reject the null hypothesis and conclude that there is an association between the present living conditions of Gambia and their economic conditions. In non-technical terms, the research suggests that the living conditions of Gambia are influenced by the country's economic conditions. What may account for such a result? So, as Singh suggested, that the economic factors such as income inequality and GDP have a negative impact on the standard of living of individuals. In Gambia, the majority of respondents rated the economic condition as very bad, indicating a pessimistic outlook. This may be attributed to factors such as high unemployment, limited access to healthcare and education, and inadequate infrastructure. However, the study relies on Afrobarometer survey, which may have limitations in terms of sampling and survey design. Further research would need to be conducted to determine if there is a relationship between the living conditions of Gambia and their economic conditions. There can also be longitudinal studies to explore the long-term effects of economic conditions on living conditions. Other linking variables can also be included to provide a more comprehensive analysis. These are my references and thank you very much.